Hi everyone, welcome to this new episode of Global Entrepreneur. Today I will be talking about all of the research that I did regarding MugTea, the new startup that I'm going to build. In my previous video, I talked about the sort of the product that I use every day, which is this called a mate, right? It's like a tea. And then I talked about the problems associated with this product and a little bit of the history of the product. And so today I'd like to talk about what has changed since the introduction of this product into the market. So what are the new products and ideas that are, currently being developed or have been developed before? And so let me get started. So first of all, we have this one called the electric mate or mate eléctrico in Spanish. As you can see, it's very similar to the original design, but the difference is that it looks a little bit more technological. So here it has it has an electric heating pad here at the bottom, and then you basically have a light here that indicates that the whole device is charged, and so what I liked about this product is that the inventors tried adding functionality through design and through electricity, right? So now this is kind of like a 2.0 version of this product, and so it's better looking, and function wise, the only difference is that it holds the temperature of the water. So once you pour the water into the gourd, it holds the temperature of the water hot, so you can just leave the gourd there sitting for hours and it's not going to get cold. But other than that, it doesn't have any other functionality. So yeah, I mean it's interesting that at least it's kind of like a better looking and innovative concept. Then there's this concept that is cool. So this guy, he is an engineer, and he posted a video on YouTube where he basically drinks mate every day, and so this is his mate. And what he created is a smartphone enabled thermos that pretty much pours the water automatically, and you can control it through your phone, right? So I thought the great thing. So I thought this just as a design looks ugly and hideous. So it has this could fall. This is way too big and not portable. Doesn't look good at all. But what really caught my attention was that he designed a smartphone app to control everything through the smartphone. So I took those two things into account as like innovations of this current product, right? And so I also looked at other beverages, right? So there's this one called the Naupresso. It's a pretty cool concept. Basically, the way it works is that it has sort of a water lid where you like pretty much pour the water here on top, and then it has a button with lights and stuff, and then basically a battery. So you press the button and this heats up the water, and then you introduce a capsule here in the bottom, and so it pierces the capsule so that it can brew an espresso, and then it pours it here into the drinking cup. So let me see if I can actually try clicking on this link so you guys can watch how this works. I thought it was a very cool product. Okay, there we go. Okay, so there we go. That's a pretty cool product. Okay, other than that, we have this too. What's you two? All right, sorry. Okay, so yeah, basically we have this sort of like tea infuser, just a regular bottle where you pour hot water and you put the tea leaves, like the loose tea leaves in there, and it will brew your tea. Um, then you have this Breville Smart Tea Infuser where you basically control how you heat up the water here, and then you have that tea infuser right there if you drink a lot of tea. But as you can see, this is not portable at all. It's a very huge kettle, and it's more like meant for home use other than personal portable use. Then there's these electric cups that you can basically or mugs where you can just basically pour your coffee and it will hold the temperature. Cool, and that's a cool concept. Okay, so taking everything into account, I sketch it sort of, or I made a sketch of the preliminary idea of this product. It's not, how to say, like the the design's not great, but it's just a way of kind of like putting the idea into paper and seeing how this could work. Okay, so this is sort of the MugTea 1.0 version or the first design. As you can see here, we have it's similar to the Nespresso, but it's sort of preserving some features of mate, right? So here it has a straw, and that's adaptable for hygiene purposes. So you can just use it yourself, or it can be removed, and you can like choose other straws if you want to share with others. This is a concept that I'm working on. I think that maybe I'll just get rid of the straw. I'm not sure yet how that's gonna work, but basically my idea was to either make it personal, so just for one person to use, or to be able to share with others in a hygienic way. Now that I'm thinking about it, I think I'm just gonna get rid of the straw. But okay, in any way, as you can see, this is the device. It has rotate. So here you have kind of like a lid that you're gonna rotate to insert the water, and then you have an LED strip indicating whether the device is charged or not. It has a heat button, so people are gonna press on this button, and that's gonna heat up the water to then brew the tea, right? And then it kind of has like a small body of water here. So basically, what I engineered was that if you want to heat up the entire body of water, that's just gonna take way too long, and you're gonna need a lot of power. But if you kind of like divide it into smaller sips of water, they're gonna heat. Kind of like the way this works, right? Is that you're going to be able to heat up that water and then distribute it, and it's going to be a lot better. So it has this sort of separator. And then what I thought was basically this would have like a rotating base so that you could just rotate it for the next sip, so that it will not only allow for more water to flow into the separator to then be heated up, but it also change the flavor. So the way I'm envisioning this is that this is going to be a capsule that you attach on the bottom, and then as you rotate, you can change the flavors or kind of like split it into shots. And so you have like a certain number of shots, and then you have to replace the capsule and introduce a new one. And so here there's a detachable base. This base essentially has an electric lithium-ion battery, and that's a pad. And then here you can charge the base, you can connect it to your computer, etc., etc. And so here we have sort of the resistance heaters, the LEDs to indicate functionality. And here I thought there would be an OLED screen, but now that I'm thinking about it, this will complicate things way too much. So I think I'm just gonna get rid of the screen for now to work on the MVP. But yeah, as you can see, this is the concept, right? So first thing you have to do is sketch out your idea and sort of think how that's gonna work. Obviously, this is gonna drastically change as I do customer discovery, but I thought it would be cool to show you the initial concept. So here we have how the capsules will work. So I thought here you could have different flavors like mint, lemon, orange, right? And it would be kind of like a cartridge that you would like put into the device, and it would have this rotating base with separators, right? So this is a concept for the capsule. Now, as I kept on thinking about this. I think this capsule is way too complicated, so I'm now gonna sort of think about a new design that's going to change the way the capsule works. And the way I'm going to design this device, along with help from some of my friends and designers that I know, is that we're going to start off by taking the capsule as the centerpiece for this device. So the capsule, the kind of like the essence of this product is going to be the tea itself, kind of like the way it works here with the mate, right? Like if you see the centerpiece is, I don't know how well you can see this, and I'm burning my hands, but this is basically has like the tea leaves inside, and that's kind of like the core of the concept, and then everything else is built around it to enhance functionality on how this is drank, right? So we're gonna start by working from the inside out, and then I don't think. Oh yeah, and then so the idea would be to enhance functionality of this device by connecting it to a phone, right? So as you can see here, we're going to be able to have a phone, and then we're going to be able to sort of select which features we want, so we can change the water temperature if people like it cold, if people like it hot. We could also sort of like do regular maintenance. You could buy capsules through the platform. You can track usage. You can change the lighting. So basically, you're going to be able to add more features to this small device, which can be used both for home and for personal use. So that's a great thing, and now it's a matter of doing customer discovery and introducing this concept to other people. So I guess I forgot to mention something pretty important, which is that when I was in college, I would drink this every single day at the library, right? So I'll be sitting down, studying, and then people would approach me asking, "What is it? What's that? Like, what are you drinking? What is that?" And so, basically, I would just start talking to people, and it was a really good icebreaker. So that's one thing I really liked about it. But also, like, I would tell them, like, "Oh, yeah, this is something we drink in Argentina. It's called mate. You use it this way or this way," and they'll be, "Oh, really cool." And a lot of people have asked me like where they could get one, where they could buy one, so they could try themselves. So after seeing that, and this was especially the case for people from India or China, people that usually drink a lot of tea. Hold on, give me a second. I'm gonna shut down the window because there's a lot of background noise. Give me 1 second. All right, sorry about that. Okay, so yeah, so basically after seeing that, I thought, wow, it would be really cool to kind of like do a preliminary customer discovery with this idea and see how it works. So what are the benefits, right? It's customizable and controllable through an app compared to any other similar device. You can regulate the caffeine intake during the day. So like an espresso, you can, through the app, you could probably just select which capsule you want and then see how much caffeine it has, and then look at how many shots you're going to drink, and then sort of regulate your caffeine, so you could probably create a schedule on how much caffeine you're going to take throughout the day. You can also build an experience around it, and this is one thing I really like. So not only the device will be a lot better looking than this one, it will be technological, it will have lights, the design is going to be a lot more aesthetic, but you can also build an experience, since you can share it with others. You can, sort of like download the app, and you could probably comment on cool things about this product, and also share it on social media, share it with friends. The other thing is that you can select hot and cold beverages. So, at first it's only going to be for hot beverages. So, if you add water, it will heat up the water. But later on, I'm thinking about like adding the cold functionality, so you can brew cold tea. You can have it with or without sugar or sweetener. You have an infinite amount of flavors. You can have like mint, orange, lemon, kind of like tea. There's a lot of varieties. And this is great because you can sell different ranges of products to customers and see which ones they like better. And then you have that this product is basically an alternative to both coffee and tea, and it's also very portable. So health benefits is basically really healthy. It's high in vitamins, minerals, and amino acids. It's an energy booster because it's a stimulant and antidepressant through chemical composition. It's very digestive because it helps regulate your metabolism, better absorb nutrients, and it helps with weight loss since it has antioxidants that help satiate hunger and thirst. Okay, so the business model, and sort of this is kind of like a preliminary canvas too. I think I should probably in one video kind of like create a canvas just to show you how I'm going to be thinking about the canvas and then pivoting around. So the device itself, it's going to be, let's say, $200 per device, right? And then, but really the business is going to go around the capsules, right? Because people are going to want to consume more and more of this product. And then it's going to be similar to an espresso machine. And even if you look at it, the Nespresso is similar in that it has so because it has like a water tank, and then it has sort of like this brewing pad, and it's electrical, and then it has a capsule. So it's similar to an espresso, right? But in smaller doses and also portable. But yeah, the business model is basically just selling the capsules. So what's the market size? I preliminary calculated, like compared it to the global tea market, because there's no market for mate yet. Like it's not a huge market. Some mate or yerba mate, which is like the tea leaves, are sold in South America, but it's not like huge market. But I think that could probably change because the global tea market is huge. So as you can see, basically the global tea market is expected to reach 81.6 billion by 2026, and it's growing at almost 6% compounded annually. So that's insane. It's growing really fast. Lots of people are drinking tea, and sort of the way I see this is that it has a lot of potential because you're basically not introducing just a new brand of tea. You're introducing a new way of experiencing tea and drinking it. And so I think there's a huge opportunity. And just I want to mention that tea is the second most consumed beverage in the world after water. So that's something to consider. A lot of people drink that. So some of the trends, basically, if you look at the global tea market, is that the market's accelerating fast, and one of the key trends is the introduction of premium tea products. So people are kind of like shifting towards like drinking high quality tea instead of just regular tea from tea bags. And basically, the recap is that mate originated around 1,500 years ago. There's a lot of problems and cultural barriers associated to drinking mate because of the way this device works, because it's very old and outdated. We're introducing a new concept with a high potential for innovation and with lower entry barriers. This product is really good for health, and we're going to be introducing a product in a fast-growing and huge global market. So that's it. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed it. This is all for today. In a later episode, I'm gonna do a patent search, see what's out there, and then we're gonna sort of talk through what are the things that I discover, and if there's any cool ideas I can also get from there. But if you have any questions, please let me know in the comment section, and I'll be happy to answer those. And hopefully you're gonna like this series of videos. I'm gonna be showing exactly the whole process and how I'm gonna be building this startup. So thank you very much, and I'll see you later. Thanks.